It might be the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life, but I guess we're just gonna have to find out. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a really great day. Today I'm going to be doing a little get ready with me. I feel like it's been so very long since I've been able to sit down and just chat with you guys. So that is what we're going to be doing today. I have a lot of stuff to like update you guys on, which I'm really excited about. So I'm just gonna go ahead and jump on into this get ready with me. I already got my cat ears on. We're ready to go. The very first thing that I'm going to be doing in this get it ready with me is something I don't know if anybody's ever done in a get ready with me before. I'm going to be brushing my teeth, but I'm going to be doing it with a very interesting product. I received this toothbrush that I'm about to show you guys. It is one of the strangest, most interesting toothbrushes I've ever seen in my entire life. I got it to review for you guys from IvorySmile. This is the Omnibrush, and I completely forgot I had it. I was gonna put it in like a video where I test out all sorts of like interesting beauty products, but I'm gonna try it out today. Let me go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. I've literally never seen anything like this before. I mean, it's just different. The really fancy thing about this toothbrush is it is supposed to like entirely brush your whole mouth in 10 seconds. This isn't sponsored or anything, by the way. I just thought this would be really fun to review. So here's the toothbrush. We're gonna go ahead and pop this bottom part off, and there's a little blue cap inside. We're gonna go ahead and fill that with this advanced tooth solvent, which is like toothpaste, I'm guessing. Ah, I see that the child-proof lock here on the top was a little bit too advanced for me. I feel like a scientist. And that snaps back on the power buttons here on the bottom, so let's just go ahead and try this out. Okay, here we go. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to stop right here. Okay, I'm back. That like foamed up so much in my mouth and I was like, wait, I don't know what to do with it. So I had to run to the bathroom really fast. That was an interesting experience. That was something, yeah, that's all I can say about it. My favorite word, interesting. My mouth does feel like refreshed. However, I still feel like I really need to like scrub to get the teeth like super clean. But that is just me. That's definitely a different type of product. I'll continue to try it out to see how it works out for me. Alrighty, now we can go ahead and jump on into the get ready with me. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get ready and tell you guys my fairly exciting news, or at least I'm super duper excited about it. It might be the worst decision I've ever made in my entire life, but I guess we're just gonna have to find out. So I am just starting here with my Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade 1-in-1 Ivory Nude, my absolute favorite foundation. I did receive this bottle from Estee Lauder to review, but I already know my review of it. I love it. So, oh, you guys, something interesting is happening in my life. I feel like typically I don't have any interesting things going on, you know, just school, work, regular stuff like that. But just recently I came up with, you know, kind of an idea on a whim that I really never thought would come like to fruition. So as you guys know, I'm really into like antiques and vintage and cool stuff like that. I always have been, and me and my family have like different antique booths. We've tried one here in Richmond where I live. We've also tried one in Berea, and it was fun and it was going all right, but I just really wanted something more. I've always wanted my own business. I've always wanted to have like my own antique shop. I thought that would be so cool. So just a few days ago, all of this has come together like really scarily fast, like kind of terrifyingly fast. I was sitting at a coffee shop with my mom and I was just talking to her like, oh gosh, wouldn't it just be absolutely amazing to have like our own store? And the coffee shop that we were sitting at just happens to be right next to a little boutique that's in our downtown area. And I was just like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool to have a location here downtown where everything's kind of cool, like close to the coffee shop, that kind of stuff. You know, just dreaming real big. I know most people when they're dreaming big, they dream of being like movie stars or like astronauts or something, and I'm over here dreaming of having my own little antique shop. But that truly has been my dream for a very long time. So we were just, you know, discussing how that would be pretty much, you know, just basically impossible. Like there's no way, there's absolutely no way that that could happen. That's way too much money. There isn't a space. We don't have enough stuff. So we just kind of, you know, went on our merry way. You can't make something out of absolutely nothing. We didn't think we had enough money. There wasn't a space available. You know, we just didn't think that could ever possibly happen. But us being very curious, we decided to just look into it. Just look into it a little bit more just to see, like, you know, truly that this is like impossible. We can't do it, you know, just to satisfy our own curiosity. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and set this with this combination of powders. This one on top here is the Fit Me powder and this one is the Sacha Buttercup. I just kind of like mix these two together. Anywho, so we decided that we were just gonna go ahead, go over to the store, shop around a little bit and just, you know, look at the space that we're dreaming of in our heads. And while we were in there, we talked to one of the ladies working there and we were just like, oh, your store's so cute. We love it. It's absolutely adorable here. And she was like, oh, thank you. But we're actually going to be growing and expanding and we are opening up another location across town. And at the same time, we were both like, oh, are you? I mean, we had no idea if they were actually leaving the store or not. We just knew that they were like growing and expanding and they were going to be moving to another location, but we didn't know if they're holding on to the location they actually had. But that kind of like sparked something in me. I was like, maybe there's a sliver, a tiny, tiny sliver of possibility that this location become available and it's literally the perfect location to open up a business. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up really fast with this Paula Dorf bronzer that I just got in an Ipsy, maybe? Yeah, Ipsy. Anywho, so after I talked to my dad and told him like I just had this kind of wild dream of opening up my own store, he ended up calling the property manager of like the building where the little boutique is, and she told him that that store was going to be coming available in August and that we could meet her at the store to look at it. And this whole time, like me and my mom in our heads, you know, this is all like fantasy at this point. We're not really thinking that this is really gonna happen, but it suddenly just started becoming super duper real, like very, very quickly. So yesterday we met with the building owner at the potential shop and she let us in and she walked us through like the entire place and it's really, really, really cool. However, it is also slightly gigantic, slightly huge. We are used to booths being like an 8x10 square, so we have like 80 feet of space that we kind of like own. And this one's well over 80 feet, but there are like windows that look out onto the street. It's right there on the main street. Inside, it's really cool looking. And there's like a huge basement for storage and a place to create like all of the stuff that we make all the time. I kind of look like a lion right now, just with the bronzer on and these cat ears and my big frizzy hair. Anywho, so after the owner showed us around the entire building, you know, she told us about like the cost of rent and the cost of heating and electric and all that kind of stuff. And altogether, it'll run a pretty penny, a very pretty penny. It'll probably be about, I don't know, anywhere close to $2,000 a month to rent this space. I'm going to be using the OFRA blush in the shade Bellini, but I don't know, like it's just been my dream for so long to have my own business that $2,000 is a lot of money and I'm going to be funding the entire thing. That's just been my dream since I was little. I was in like 4-H business classes and all that kind of stuff. I didn't go to business in college though because that requires math and we all know that I can't do math. But it's just really truly been a dream of mine for a very long time. So the potential of $2,000 a month is incredibly terrifying, like incredibly terrifying. But I do have savings and you know, I do have a little bit of like income, so I think I'm gonna do it, you guys. So to make an incredibly long story short, this August, I am going to be opening up my very own store. And I cannot believe I'm saying that, but I really think it's gonna happen. We're meeting again with the property manager in a few days to like discuss the lease and that kind of stuff. But you guys, I think it's really, really actually going to happen and I'm nervous. I'm so terrified, to be fully honest, but at the same time, I'm incredibly, incredibly excited. That's like all I can think about. That's all I can talk about. I have my final exams coming up to like graduate from school, and all I can think about is like opening up my own store, opening up my own store. Like it's invading my brain. Now that you guys know the possibility of me opening up my very own store, I guess I'll go ahead and tell you a little bit about like the plan that I have, like what I want the store to be, how I want it to look, the name of it, that kind of stuff. All right, so first off, it is definitely going to be like a vintage and antique store. We literally have none of those in this area. Like they're very, very slim where I live, and that's one of my favorite places to shop, so that makes me kind of sad. But we are also going to have like handmade things in there. I'm super into like arts and crafts. So we're gonna have like handmade candles, art from different like artisans and that kind of stuff, so that's super duper exciting for me as well. I really want it to like reflect who I am, so it's gonna be kind of, yeah, a little bit quirky. I would say I'm slightly quirky, and it's also just gonna be like a little bit spooky too, like just a tiniest bit spooky. You guys know how I like the spooky stuff. I'm a spooky grandma basically. I love collecting like my little skulls and things like that, so it's gonna have a bit of that vibe as well. I feel like this was just gonna be a little bit more spooky. That's the only word I can come up with. The name that we have come up with, I thought of this like so long ago. I was like, wouldn't it be really cool to have like an antique store and like an old house, because I love old houses too, have an antique store and call it Apparitions, because everyone associates like old stuff, antiques, old houses with like kind of ghosty things, and I thought Apparitions was just a really cool name. So I do believe if this goes through all the way to the end, that is going to be the name of my shop. Alright, recently I have been setting my face before I do my highlight to make it a little bit more shiny, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. This spray scares me because like, see what I mean? Like you can push down so hard on it and it might not come out, but then all of a sudden it's like bam, there I am. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Emerezi highlight to highlight with. This is my favorite highlight right now. I could be making like the biggest mistake of my life. I don't know. It could very well be the biggest mistake of my life. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Am I just really like making a horrible, horrid, horrific mistake? Or do you guys think this is something that's like cool and might go over okay? Let me know what you guys think, because I would really love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions about it, you know, because going into business like this, especially when it's like your very own, you're putting your savings towards it, is absolutely horrifying. Like I'm just nervous constantly, so I would love to hear from you guys and what you all think. But in the meantime, I'm going to be playing with this palette here. This is the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette. I've never tried this before, but one of you absolutely lovely, beautiful souls out there, Heather, sent this my way, and I about freaked out when I saw it. This came from Heather. She actually sent an entire package of stuff, and unfortunately, because I have really bad luck with the mail, it did come open, and there was like one itty bitty little piece of tape on it that I guess they thought would hold everything in there. So very fortunately, this did not fall out along the way. If anything else did, I'm so sorry, Heather. I'm so sorry. I feel terrible. Like I feel absolutely horrible, but just thank you so much for this. This is the sweetest thing ever. I've heard some pretty fantastic things about this palette, so I definitely cannot wait to try it out. Also, you guys, I'm really sorry if this entire video is like not interesting at all. Like I just wanted to tell you guys so bad that this is a possibility. Like I was really excited about it. So sorry the entire video has been me just rambling on about this possibility of having a store. I'm just really excited about it. By the way, this is the Jaclyn Hill palette here. I'm sure you guys have seen this 1,000 times before. So there are no names or anything on it. I think I'm just gonna go with the shade here for a transition. Ooh, another thing I want to do, which I'm again very sorry that I'm just rambling on about this. It's like literally the only thing on my mind. I really want people to be able to like create their own custom candles. I absolutely love candle making, but I think it would be super fun if people could just like come into the store and pick out the container they want, pick out the smell they want, pick out everything. I think that would be super duper fun. And I do know that some of you guys are like from this area or like around these parts. Let me know down below if you're from around this general area what you would like to see in a store, because I really want it to cater to like the public, you know? I could have all these wacky ideas, but if people don't actually enjoy them, then I don't want to do them, because I want it to be like a place that people can go kind of hang out, shop, that kind of thing. So just let me know what you guys would like to see. Plus, you know, if you're in the area and you ever want to like stop in and say hi, I will be there literally pretty much every single day. It's going to be a ton of work to get this set up and stuff, and then, you know, it's just going to be me and my mom running it. So yeah, I'll be there every single day if you ever want to pop in, say hi, hang out for a little bit. And now I'm just going to take this burgundy shade here and do something with it. I have literally no plan. I typically don't. So what is going on with you guys? I know school is coming to an end for a lot of people really soon. I know that I I graduate May the 12th, I think. I hope anyway. I still have one big final exam that I have to do, which is like the very last thing I ever have to do in school. Oh gosh, here I am doing my eyeshadow and I completely forgot. I was going to test out this Shake and Bake from Pure. This is like a powder concealer, but when you rub it in, it turns into a cream. I don't know if it's a good idea to do that over top of everything I already have, but I'm gonna try it out anyway. Alrighty, so I just put some on the end of this itty bitty little sponge here, and I'm just gonna carefully like tap it under my eye. This sponge did come with it. I also received this from Octoly for review. That is actually kind of working to cover up my dark circles. That is interesting, but I feel like it just really quickly absorbed into like the sponge. So I'm gonna go ahead and try this again with my finger. Oh, that's so weird. Like you can feel it turning into a cream as you pat it around. I'm definitely still seeing a bit of dark circleage come through on this side, but it is a little bit less than over here. I'm gonna go ahead for this blue shade down here. I figure that every single person who tries this palette out has to do a pop of blue. Alright guys, I went ahead and did the shadow really quickly on my other eye. I did put a little like touch of concealer on before I put the blue shadow on this side, and I definitely think it makes it pop a little bit more. Actually, I wonder if that would turn into like a horrid mess if I tried to do the same thing over top of this blue. This is probably an absolutely awful idea. Oh, okay, I think that helped it pop a little bit more. Don't know how I'm feeling about the actual eye look. I just really didn't know what to do. It's a little bit different for me. I'm really hoping once I get on like liner and mascara and stuff, it won't look so strange. I should probably get something to clean my brushes with since I'm currently using my leggings. All right, underneath my eye, I think I'm gonna take this matte blue shade just to try it out. Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and put on some eyeliner. I'm using the Ciate London one that we got in another subscription that I cannot remember. Ipsy maybe? And then I'm going to be using my favorite Monsieur Big Mascara from Lancome. So I'm gonna do that really fast and then I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so the eyes are done. I think they would look a lot better with like some really cool like fake lashes or something. I really want to get better putting on fake lashes because it's honestly a nightmare right now. So I do want to practice with putting on fake lashes because I feel like eye looks that are a little bit like different for me. I would feel more comfortable with fake lashes for some unknown reason. For my lips, I'm going to be using my absolute favorite combination of lip product. This is what I wear in like almost every single one of my videos and I get questions about it all the time. So this is the combination. I have Kat Von D in Bow and Arrow, and this is the Grande Lips Plumping liquid lipstick in the shade Smoked Sherry. So all I do first is put on some Kat Von D Bow and Arrow. It's very like brownish looking, very nude. And then before that dries fully, I take the Smoked Sherry and I kind of dot that into it, and then I just rub my lips together. Alrighty guys, and here is my face all together. I have a lovely blue spot under my eye here where I got some blue eyeshadow and a little bit patchy on the forehead bronze, but yeah, this is everything. The eyes are kind of cool. I definitely prefer like the warm tones and that kind of stuff, but I do like the little pop of blue. It's a bit different for me. I actually really like this Jaclyn Hill palette. I kind of really like it actually. I'm gonna play around with it a little bit more because I only use like 3 shades in this entire thing and there's like a billion, but I think it's pretty good from what I've tried, so definitely excited to play with this. Thank you again so much, Heather. This is absolutely amazing, and she has some stuff for you guys for a future giveaway also in this bag as well. So give a little thanks to Heather if you don't mind. Also down in the comments, go ahead and tell me if you think I'm making one of the biggest mistakes of my life, or you think my business venture sounds like it's a good idea. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have made it this far, you are amazing. You are the best. You are the VIP. I can't believe you've watched this entire thing. Thank you so very much. And I just hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!